我们先进行问答的环节，让大家有一点提问的机会。如果等一下还有时间的话，我们再把剩下的2个题目问完。剩下2个题目也是非常大的题目，一个就是禅定般若蜜怎么样就是开展我们内在觉知，认出自身的清明，然后最后就是怎么样让菩提心像大山一样，这是我们书里面大师徒仁波切的开示。那我们先来进行问答的环节好吗？请问现场或者是线上有提问吗？
就刚刚仁波切开示的那个究竟菩提心是我们的基，这里我不是很了解，可以请仁波切再做更详细一点的解释吗？
The ultimate bodhicitta is, of course, the complete realization of the emptiness nature in union with the luminosity, the clarity. So that is the full realization.
Union.
Union of the emptiness and clarity or luminosity. So that is in other words, that is the nature of our mind. The Buddha nature. So full realization of that is ultimate bodhicitta, and that is the base here, the ground.
那这个答案呢，就是所谓这种究竟的这个菩提心哦，它其实就是我们需要完全的了悟所谓的这种明空双运。这就是你要做到这样子。那其实所谓的这个明空双运呢，它就是我们心的这个自信，也就是所谓的佛性。那你要就是完全的了知呢，那其实它这个状态啊，就是我们真正的自信。
It is beyond concept, as Buddha said, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Form is not separate from emptiness, emptiness not separate from form. And we say the free from the three, the 3 spheres, subject, object, and the action. So free of that. So like that. So that is the ultimate bodhicitta, realization of the ultimate bodhicitta. So when you are practicing the ultimate bodhicitta, then one, whether it is generosity, act of generosity, it is done. The person giving the action of whatever you are giving, and to whom you are giving, all 3 with this understanding of, and of course in the beginning understanding, then gradually, recognition, and then realization of free from that kind of, grasping, so that is the ultimate bodhicitta. So when we practice that, how do we practice? At this moment, then we practice with the view of understanding this view. But when you apply into practice, then with the bodhicitta, starting with the relative bodhicitta, but that relative bodhicitta, not strong grasping onto self here, other there, but with the limitless, for the benefit of limitless sentient beings, want to attain enlightenment. So therefore, whatever you practice, I do that. So that limitless nature, so understanding of this limitless nature. So bodhicitta, which is bodhicitta, so very, very important. So when you do that, then that is the practical aspect of applying into practice just now. And then that gradually develop. Otherwise, there's a story, that there was a so-called practitioner practicing in the mountain, and he didn't really know, much. So then, but he thought emptiness, is nothingness, So then he was practicing, and then every day, there was one, mouse coming and disturbing him, and eating all his offerings, Then finally he so upset, and he said, well, I'm emptiness, you are emptiness, action is emptiness, and then he, smacked the, mouse and, got rid of the mouse, So become like that. So bodhicitta, very important, but we have to start with the relative bodhicitta and with the understanding of this limitless nature, and then gradually, it will develop.
那么接着我还有一点点疑问，就是究竟菩提心为什么是基而不是果？
the result base same.
其实
That's why in Vajrayana practice also we say fruition, is the path. So path, the fruition. When through the path, when we realize or attain the fruition, then we see that the ground and the fruition is one. There's no difference.
那接下来由我问好了哈，我想一开始的时候，仁波切讲了大师徒仁波切2个故事，一个故事是很准确的预言哈，他会长大以后会再回到寺院，连时间都预期了哈。我从这一点，因此想要请问仁波切，就是仁波切的修学的经历跟一般的出家师父比较不一样，尤其是从小在寺院长大出家师父比较不一样。仁波切是读过一般的正规学校的，他是上过大学的，听说仁波切还会弹吉他，就是像所有大学生做的事情一样。那这件事情，这个经历是不是对仁波切后来的弘法跟立身，还有帮助一般过着世俗生活、有着工作、家庭烦恼的法友，是不是有特别的帮助？这段历程对仁波切的意义。
So first of all, I want to be one thing clear. I didn't finish my university.
首先
I finished my schooling. University, I was halfway, and then I left because I saw that I wasn't getting any younger. So I better come back because there was many things to learn and practice, and so yeah. But the time that I was in school and some part of university, and as a lay person, I experienced many things because I was a person who would be open to any experience, but I guess because of the wonderful upbringing that I had from these great practitioners when I was little, somehow it protected me from getting lost into things. But I experimented and tried everything, so this way I have quite a lot of experiences. So yes, so first when I came back to the monastery, I thought, I lost a lot of time and, so many things like that. And all the masters who I met, all would say, that don't think that way because you have gained a lot of things during these times and it will be of great benefit to yourself and others. And then, so of course, but of course I was lucky to still have the opportunity to receive many teachings from great masters, some of whom are no more there now, and some still there, but majority of them no more there. So like that, I have had great opportunity. And then, before I traveled, I had many, learned, we call them kempos, so, learned beings telling me, that when you travel in the West, you will be bombarded with questions, so, you have to be very, skillful and, careful about these things. And when I traveled, I realized that not really, the questions were all very, I don't know if I can say simple because it's not fair, I guess, but very, like natural, something that I can relate to, very normal questions. And then while discussing with my counterparts, and other masters, so they told me, so this is what it is, that you have lived that life, you have experienced that life, so all that is, very normal, because I understand that. Whereas many of, monks sometimes haven't seen that part of life, so it is a kind of a new thing to them, so it takes a little time for them to really absorb, what the question is. But for me, it's more like, it's I have experience, it's a natural kind of a question. So in that aspect, yes, I have gained, I think, a lot of benefits out of the life that I have grown up being a lay person also.
请问线上或者现场还有好？
线上有一位同学有个问题，我帮他说哈，虽然是线上， 仁波切和我们普通人一样，对不起，虽然是线上仁波切和我们普通人一样，都是接受世俗教育直至大学毕业，但是仁波切总是能展现非凡的慈悲，让人非常非常的印象深刻。请问仁波切，对于我们这些还在世俗中上学工作的修行人，有没有比较好的建议？比如说日常修行的 SOP， 非常感谢。
As I said, that one shouldn't think that way. We all are same. Me, you, all of us here, all of us out there, we all are same. We all have this great potential in us. And even scientifically nowadays, they have experimented and made many research and found that the basic innate nature of beings is compassionate, is positive, is good. They did experiments on small children, who are very little, yet to be exposed to the social norms and all these right and wrong. And so when they did this kind of research experiment, that they found out that almost all of the children are inclined towards positive, inclined towards love, compassion, goodness. And those when they create a negative environment, they repel that. They are not attracted to that. So these studies show that we are all positive. We are all good. Our innate quality is good. So of course, we have many imprints, created. But imprint created is habitual imprint. Anything that is habit can be decoded also, because it was, through habit. So we all have this ability. So don't think that way. I'm same as all of you. So we all are the same. Our essence is exactly same as the essence of the Buddha Shakyamuni. But the difference is Buddha Shakyamuni realized that essence, and we still haven't realized that. So we are here. So that's the only difference. So starting from oneself, being we say, we must start compassion from oneself. So saying that means, you do what is most beneficial for oneself, genuine beneficial. That is true compassion to oneself, isn't it? Because we wish to be happy, we wish to be free from suffering. Same like all other sentient beings, wish to be happy, wish to be free from suffering. So how to truly achieve that happiness? How to truly avoid that suffering? So the cause and conditions to develop that true, genuine happiness, so working on that, doing the things, that is the cause and conditions for that happiness, for yourself and for others. So that is genuine compassion, genuine loving kindness, for yourself and for others. So starting from oneself, and then to those, near and dear ones to oneself, is more easier normally, because we are so habituated to our near and dear ones. But as I said in the beginning, the base understanding, the bodhicitta, as a practitioner, bodhicitta there. So always, then gradually developing for all sentient beings. So like that, so we practice this way. So be compassionate to yourself, be gentle to yourself, be patient to yourself. Everything needs time. That's change. That's reality. We create all this obscurations. So in order to, gradually purify that, we need time. We cannot just overnight, get rid of everything. So we need to be gentle with ourselves. We need to be kind to ourselves. We need to be patient to ourselves. And work. Work. Do your best. That's most important. Do your best. Always, watch out for your mind, state of mind. Have a positive, kind state of mind. And as long as you do that, then, everything will manifest. Everything will become wonderful. So like that.
那为了我们自己跟他人，我们就需要拥有这种慈心跟悲心。然后呢，要知道呢，这个基础，首先这个基础就是我们需要拥有所谓的菩提心，我们要去建立这个菩提心，并且了解这个菩提心。然后再来呢，就是说，慢慢的呢，我们就先对自己呢有这个菩提心，然后呢，你慢慢的呢可以发展到他人身上。 那对自己呢要有悲心，要对自己温柔，然后要对自己呢就是要去对自己要有耐心。首先要对自己要先做到这样子，然后再来呢就是说我们要尽力，就是尽我们能力呢，尽可能的做到最好。然后呢要知道说我们需要有正面的这种心态，然后呢你具有这样子正面的心态呢，慢慢的呢所有事情呢都会慢慢变好的。
Rinpoche, what triggered you to go back?
That's a difficult question.
这个问题很难哦。
If, to be honest, it was a natural state of mind which led me back to where I am. But to be more politically correct, then different experiences in life, when I went through, then trying to reflect on them, trying to get the answer to those experiences, and seeing what was the most meaningful way of life through those experiences, then led me to this life. So all those. And as you saw, I told you in the story in the beginning, His Holiness already predicted what was to happen. So I guess many things happen, what is to happen, but of course I don't mean it has no cause and conditions. I have created the cause and conditions to be fortunate enough to be in this line of life, which solely purpose is to work for the betterment, benefit of all sentient beings. So it is and be related with all the great masters, have the opportunity to learn, receive the transmissions, and apply to my best of ability. So that is of my own great fortune. Okay.
So we are very lucky.
Well, I'm very lucky too.